Yeah, just give me a minute here. We got a package just arriving, so I will be back at the computer and start things
just
up
give me
here
a minute
in,
here.
like a minute. Like the hype build up, terrible. Okay, back in just a second. Okay, I'm back. Osiris, Sean, Voyager, Mark the Chief, August, how's it going? Just a moment here. Getting the game started up. When does the gambling start? Terrible. John, RDM Kane, Mac, Miha, Alan, J. David, Voyager, Conlang, Boss, how's it going? Alan, I sent you a response too. Those Raspberry Pi 5s, those are brand new, so there's no deals on them, and most places don't even have stock of them yet. Okay, first thing I want to mention is that there is just a short amount of time left on the giveaway in my Discord for 6 plasma isomags. So if you want a chance to win 6 Mark 15 Epic plasma isomags and you're on PC, you have 45 minutes to go into the giveaways channel on the Casual Sab Discord and hit the blue button here to enter. You prefer apple pie? Terrible. So there was a little bit of news that happened after I did the news video on Thursday. I intended to get a news video done last night, but I got stuck watching Twitter, with the stuff going on there. Psycho Chicken, how's it going? I scheduled this a couple days in advance, and of course, just as I'm about to start things, it was, oh, there's other plans. Well, I was almost missed the start time there. Chocolate chip ice cream on cherry pie. So news wise, yeah, let's go over the news here. For those of us on PC, there is a promo pack sale going on right now, and these are actually like the R&D and duty officer packs in the C store, are the duty officer or the promo pack variants, meaning that they have a chance to give you a promotional T6 ship box that would get you ships like the Connie 3. So if you're looking to, try and gamble for some of those promo ships, or if you're looking for a way to get some EC, the promo pack event is the best way to do so. Yeah, let me pop up the news here. Games. Yeah, there's also the Halloween event. I'll get to that here in a minute. If you're over on console, there is a bundle sale going on if the Arc Games website ever loads. So yeah, console has a bundle sale, 35% off all bundles in the C store, and then a return of all Muds bundles with them having a 50% sale. So your standard bundle sale, good to take advantage of, and that's going to be running up through the 9th. Same for the promo pack sale over on PC, it's up through the 9th. There's this Halloween event, the Fall of the Old Ones. You guys probably remember this event from last year. It was the one that gave you the device that could turn into a cat, which would let you run around the maps really fast. That is not going to be a reward this year. It was initially in the blog, I believe, but then they did take it out, which I think is a mistake on their part, because the reward this year is this Howard family candle. And this candle has a plasma manifold that actually acts as a summoning signal for an anaphasic life form, which comes when called. The life form favors the candle owner and tries to protect the holder. Once such candle was passed down as a family heirloom to Dr. Beverly Crusher of the USS Enterprise, but it was destroyed when the life form became obsessive and attacked her friends. I mean, just realistically, like, it's neat to have it in the game, but are you guys wanting to do the 14 days of the Halloween event for that? I don't know. They should have left the cat charm in. Ah, crap. Oh, the stream's going at 4K. Oh no, I forgot to change that. Hold on. Yeah, give me just a moment. I need to just quickly reset the stream so I can change the output. Okay. Should be back on now. Yeah, YouTube was complaining to me for having the stream at 4K there. Yeah, boss, there's been no news on that. That'll be something we probably have to ask Hale about on the next 10 forward, see if he says anything. But with Cryptic, they're probably just hoping that we forget about it. So yeah, the Halloween event reward is this candle here. It summons an anaphasic life form, which will come when called. That sounds bad, but yeah, I mean, if you liked that episode of TNG, then there you go. Picard, how's it going? I am missing a lot of chat right now, guys. Hold on, let me get caught up on things here. Beverly did it with a candle. Oh, no. Axel, how's it going? What stuff on Twitter? X, just the. I usually follow like world events, and I don't want to drag any of that stuff into the stream. So just think about what world events have happened in the past like 18 hours. That's what I was like watching on Twitter quite a bit last night. Yeah, I know, Mark the Chief. The way I said it didn't help. You're going to use it in every Elite TFO? Oh no. You know the candle will be really strong and everybody will regret not getting it afterwards. Terrible. Want to know what the reward for the Christmas event will be? Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they go with this year. Sounds bad but accurate. Yeah. And the candle device, probably. I mean, there is. I know Waldo said it on Waldo said it on the subreddit on one of the posts about this event. That there is technically a holographic Beverly Crusher bridge officer in the game. So you give the Beverly Crusher bridge officer this candle, and I wonder if there's some like weird interaction there with that. Spencer broke it. Is it back now? Refresh. Best episode of TNG, hands down. Terrible. The other bit of news here, the I think everyone is going to run to the Crusher Bridge Officer when they get the candle. Most likely, Waldo. Most likely. Hold on. Where is this picture? Okay. Here we go. I found it. And there were a few people posting this in the Discords. So let me go back in and thank the person that originally posted in the casual Sab one here. Was it Darth? I don't remember. I gotta scroll up. Yeah, I think Darth Dragonborn posted this in the casual Sab Discord, but I know it was posted around in a few different places. The Resolute from Star Trek Resurgence is going to be coming to Stowe. They put up a blog briefly and then they took it down because they did not mean to push it live so early. And let me get you the pictures of that ship now. Hold on. I didn't have time to prepare everything up on screen because I have not been at the computer for like the last hour. So, okay. So the ship from Star Trek Resurgence, which is a Miranda variant, is going to be arriving to Stowe. And I don't know if this is going to be an actual ship. Based on the wording here in this, there's been a few different takes. Some people think that this is just going to be an Admiralty card that we get to claim, along with a skin unlock for the existing Mirandas. And some think that it's going to be a new ship. We don't know yet. But if you were a fan of this design of the Miranda, you're going to be able to claim it for free from October 12th up through November 30th. So you'll have to go into the game, go into the promotions tab in the C store, and claim it there for free. So I'll be showing that off in a news video, once it's actually live, so I can show, how to actually go in and claim it. But you'll have a month and a half to go in and pick it up from the C store. And if you pre-order Star Trek Resurgence from various retail stores, you'll receive a Star Trek Online Federation Elite Starter Pack, for consoles, and a free digital download of one of their comic books. Okay, so if you pre-order a physical copy of Star Trek Resurgence, you'll get a code for a Federation Elite Starter Pack on console. I don't think that's relevant to most here, but the big thing is you're going to be able to get this skin for the Miranda for free. And most likely it's going to be an Admiralty card for the ship. But they might give us like a low tier Miranda. That this blog has nothing about like a T6 ship. This is specifically saying the USS Resolute, their hero ship, which is making a lot of people think that it's going to be, an Admiralty card, because there are some special Admiralty cards like that. And I've lost my stream chat here. Where is it? Centaur, yes. Steven, how's it going? Yeah, I mean, Star Trek Resurgence is also available on PC right now if you want to play around with some more Star Trek stuff. Um, Star. Yeah, I mean it's $40 on Epic, so it's not cheap, but that's a if you compare it to Stow prices, you're getting an entire game worth of content. Probably what, like an 8 to 10 hour storyline for $40, whereas in Stow, $30 is getting you a new ship to play the same old content over and over. So yeah, if you want to try that game out, it is available over on Epic, and if you want to help me out, use the code CasualSab in checkout. We have confirmed that does actually work for um, Zen that people buy through Epic. If you use CasualSab in the checkout, it gives like me an affiliate cut at no added cost for you other than typing in the name. And thank you for Martin for helping me test that. Didn't get a bonus ship. Yeah, there was thoughts that it was going to be a I shouldn't say the name, but there were some thoughts about what the fall free ship would be, but it didn't happen. So I am wondering if the leak that I saw might be for the winter ship. Yeah, usually we do, Ed, but at this point, it just doesn't seem like it's going to happen this year. T1 Resolute. Weren't most of the refits T5? I think, but I think there might be some that were lower tier. So if I go here and I look for T1 through 4, is there any refits? Yeah, there's some low-level refits. Yeah. Also, yes, the game looks funky because I have reshade on. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, so there's some low-tier refits. 100th skin for the Miranda. Nice. Virtual Zen, how's it going? Give us a hint. You want a hint? I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint. Okay. You want a hint? It is another ship that has lots of existing, or a couple of existing ones. Hmm. So on the topic of these captain bundles, I'm not really interested in the Discovery Fed one, but I do think that the next time they do a bundle sale, I'm probably going to pick up the TOS Starfleet Captain bundle because I want the trait off of the Miranda. I don't actually care about the ship. I literally just want the trait from it, and I need a sale to pop up so I can get it for as cheap as possible. I should have just bought this damn ship when it came out, when it was on the 50% discount. The trade off this legendary Miranda is one big happy fleet, and basically over time it gives you shield pen for energy weapons as long as you remain in combat. So over time it can stack up to 100% shield pen. I hate that there are skins that are locked behind bundles where I've bought all of the ships from that bundle. That does annoy me. I wish there was a way, like, once you've bought, stuff from the bundle to get a discount on buying the bundle. Sounds like a good trait for the AFK jellyfish. Terrible. So, I was playing around with the Legendary Avenger. I know people are always saying, Spencer, we want beam overload builds. You guys hate seeing me run cannon scatter volley over and over again. Cannon scatter volley just absolutely dumpsters over like all other firing modes, which is why I run it, because it does like twice the damage of everything else. But beam overload is what a lot of you guys like because it is like the the themed RP Federation firing mode. And but the thing is I run CSV on everything, and people are like, they don't want it. They want me to do something different. Because I just slap cannon scatter volley on every single ship that I pretty much ever set up nowadays, and I just absolutely slam whatever content it is I'm going into. The issue with Fire at Will right now is that if you're doing the ETM route to get full uptime on Fire at Will, it makes using the Maelstrom Torpedo extremely difficult. The reason I went with Beam Overload on this is I know it could do ERL, but the quad cannon. The quad cannon is specifically designed to work with Beam Overload. It doesn't work with Exceed rated limits. With the Overload linked phaser quad cannon that comes on the Legendary Avenger, whenever you have Beam Overload active on your ship, it counts as cannon rapid fire for that weapon. So if you're doing a phaser Beam Overload build, this quad cannon is a good way to get mixed armament synergy. What build do I recommend for the Protostar? Probably just do like a do size setup with cannons. Jesus, Rob. Oh no. I can see the messages popping in already. No, the infected is still busted, unfortunately. I talked to Cryan the other day about it, and Cryan said that it was fixed internally, but we have to wait for that to get pushed live, which is sort of frustrating because Stow's endgame is so in depth, Not having infected as a viable DPS map right now sort of blows. Yeah, realistically, it's not very hard to like take a cannon scatter volley build that someone posts and convert it over to Beam Overload, but people don't want that. People want you to show them exactly how to set it up with Beam Overload. Also, YouTube is doing some new ad things, so I am apparently getting notifications that ads will run shortly for some viewers. I could skip ads, but I want to make Voyager watch an ad. And I hit the button. Ad skipped. But I might miss that later in the stream, so don't be surprised if you see ads. YouTube is getting a bit more aggressive with this stuff. Yeah. Premium, yeah, YouTube Premium is great. I no longer have a Spotify plan. All the music I listen to right over on YouTube through YouTube Music. Honestly, YouTube Premium has been really good for me. Okay, let me start SCM up. I know people like to see the beam overload action, so I'm going to go into a Nargala Elite. Yeah, I had YouTube Premium, and then family was starting to complain about ads that they were seeing a bit more aggressively, and it's like, okay, we're going to split the price, and I'll go up to the YouTube family plan. Voyager, I see you flying around me. Beam overload, I know. So let's turn this great. Let's turn Reshade back on, make it look all fancy. When the map loads. Disco Picard preset user, yeah. Captain Wallace did a good job with it. I tried using the one that I think Drazon posted recently, but I was having some issues with it. It just wasn't loading right for me. Is today the day that I do the premium drain build? No. I'm doing the beam overload today because that's what people want. I'm giving the viewers what they want. Well, some of the viewers.
You are not. Looks like our fight got them to notice us. Let's go over and ask if their boss might come out of hiding. Keep concentrating fire on individual ships. Separate them. Whittle down their numbers. We will not go quietly. You will stand down. Surrender to the Decepticon. Sensors are picking up small habitations above the asteroid. Possibly consistent with multiple temporary hideouts. We do what we want, where we want. Picked up a tight beam transmission on a new frequency. We're jamming that spectrum of their comms now, but it was probably a call to assistance. I'm taking you with me. Excellent work. We'll send over a pacification party and take the suspect into custody.
There you go. There's your beam overload.
We've recently come across the remains of a battlefield.
Yeah, Kane. Rob is like Rob likes all the things that are not good for DPS. He likes to main an engineer, which we give him a lot of shit for, and then he likes beam overload. He's not joking. He legitimately likes it. Disgusting. Removing him from my friends list. Terrible. Oh no. Spencer playing on an engineer captain. You can't game print it, but you know, as a shill for master replicas, I feel obliged to mention that right now they have quite a few of the Inquiry variants from season 1 over on their site if you want a physical model of them. They also have the XL Enterprise D, DS9, and they also had an XL of the Galax also, if that's something that people care about. Yeah, right there. But yeah, I mean, you can't get a game print one, but you can go get a physical model of the Inquiry over there. The serious beam overload question: how valuable is preferential targeting when you can slot 7 isomags all granting Cat 1? So I think preferential targeting, it's still, what is that, like it's 100% Cat 1, right? Oh, where is it? Do I have it on this character? Yeah, I do. Yeah, so it's 100% Cat 1. It's not terrible, but yeah, you are right, where you are going to have a lot of Cat 1 from like all of the isomags you're slotting on a build like this. the colony consoles, whatever you're doing, you are going to have a lot of Cat 1, so the value of that versus some other traits probably is a bit diminished. On a high-end build, ship of the line here, that stacks up to 4 times still, so that's 50% crit severity. When you're at 100% crit chance, 50 severity is basically 50 Cat 2. So on a high-end build, ship of the line, it's pretty damn good right now. And yeah, you may occasionally hear some background noise. Got the windows open because it is a bit cooler here in Des Moines. It is currently 58 apparently. Not bad. Beam overload is fun for immersion, but I like surgical better. But I will say one of the benefits for when I get around to actually like finishing the review, which by the way, how far into that am I? Yeah, there's a couple videos being worked on. This one here, Casual Sab's Ultimate Do Ship, that's going to be a really interesting video. That's going to come after the reviews for the Avenger and Bordescu. I'm basically doing like a new Theorycraft series in which I am building out what would be the top like top ship for a given platform or for a given playstyle. So the Do one should be pretty interesting. But for the Avenger, I did not get far enough with this. I mean, I like the thumbnail that I came up with there. You guys did see a couple variants of the thumbnail in Discord, but yeah, there's still a lot for me to go through and do PowerPoint wise. I'm barely started, to be honest. Yeah, so for that shot, let me yeah, so for that shot, that is a couple different pictures combined. Oh, did I not save it? I didn't save the final one, damn it. Yeah, there's a few different shots I was looking at for the thumbnail. This one I really liked, but I got some feedback saying that I really need to show the deflector, given that that's one of the big things about, the Legendary Avengers. You're getting a better deflector with it. I might use this if I do like a build on the Avenger, this background here, because I do like how it looks, but right now I went with that other thumbnail on the PowerPoint. But for that, the ship was just green screened and put onto this background picture, which was from Jellyfish, which I think I showed in Discord. Hold on, screenshots. Yeah, so the explosion there is this explosion here, but flipped around so that the inquiry is flying away from it. You can see how that's flipped there. I just thought it'd look interesting to have the Avenger there flying away from an explosion. And I just generally like how the purple background from the jellyfish is for like making a thumbnail a bit more like just a bit more appealing. Yeah, there's a few different shots I was going for. Stack. Yeah, here's the green screen cutout. I do like that new deflector though that they did on the inquiry. That was really good. And I have lost my stream chat again. I should make sure to keep that visible at all times, but I'm botting out today. They got my money for Delkina already. They don't need more. Yeah, Master Replicas just put out the other Inquiry variant yesterday. Yeah, the Dauntless is entirely reliant on how good or bad the trade are. Yeah, the original Inquiry skin definitely fits together a bit better. This one has some issues. Yeah, this is a nice high res shot of the Inquiry. I did put up in Discord. What is the res of that pic? When I was taking the screenshots, they were like half a gig for the raw picture. So that is like 12K resolution. Whenever I go for like a screenshot, or whenever I'm taking a picture in the game, I will try to increase the render scale up. Um, because the YouTube thumbnail size is 1280 by 720. So if I can get a really big picture, I can just take a part of that, and that's still a good enough resolution to use even just a little corner of it as a backdrop for like a thumbnail. Casually appealing thumbnail, terrible. Hello, Alan. How's it going? Yeah, they apparently fixed some issues, but there are still some little issues with the ship. Let me turn reshade back off. So what I don't like is this here. You see how there's like a gap between the pylons here and the hole at the back. Not a big fan of that personally, and I have to head down to the ship tailor to show this other part. Red, how's it going? Yeah, so what I don't like here with this is how some of the parts fit together. Like the hole here, you see if I zoom in here, set region FOV ground 25. So you see how there's like a dip between the saucer and the hole here. If you swap that part around over for the original Inquiry one, that gap is gone, you know? That isn't there, but there is still some little issues matching those pieces up. But I'm not a big fan of that, you know, that is not lining up. Like the original Inquiry, like it was really smooth, you know, it connected perfectly fine. The issue was just, you know, the grill deflector people did not like. Um, but if I go back to the Inquiry Gamma here, you can see how it's just got that big dip there, and I'm not a big fan of that. And I'm also not a fan of like these not that they don't seem to connect to the hole here, which is sort of annoying. Can I just press F3 to disable all reshade effects? Honestly, I don't know. I just reinstalled it the other day. Hey, I want to give you a gift for today's stream. Yeah, Alan, thank you. We'll toss that up as a giveaway then. Is that something you want me to use, or do you want me to do that for giveaway? Giveaway, okay. Go back over to Discord. Okay, casual sab. Giveaways. There we go. That'll be up for 30 minutes. Alan, thank you for that. And a reminder here too. A reminder too that there's 9 minutes left on this giveaway for 6 plasma isomags. So if you're interested in potentially winning 6 plasma isomags, 9 minutes that's going to be drawn, and I've got them ready to mail out right away. Alan, thank you again for that. Stargate, there is something I wanted to ask you. Let me find what I was wanting to ask you. Hold on. I'm wondering if there's a specific ship that I'm wondering. Just send in DMs. Hold on. Where are you at? Yeah, I'm just curious if you happen to know anything about that. Okay, back to stream chat here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Um, the problem of when the CPS artist rescales areas of the hull. Gotcha. The 4-pack. So the 4-pack for like R&D or duty officer are always available, but it's only during promotional events that they are the promo pack variants. So if you wanted to go in right now and um, get some promo packs, this would be the time to do so. And you'll see this yellow text up at the top saying that they are the promotional variants. No problem, Pratchett. So the T6 Centaur skin, it is going to be free, Mike. They've already said that it's going to be free. And it's most likely not going to be like a ship. From the wording here, if it is a ship, it's probably going to be a low level one. But the thought is that it's probably going to be an Admiralty card and then a free skin that you can claim through that promotion. So it'll be free to claim in the C store from October 12th up through November 30th. You'll probably get like an Admiralty card in that skin. They might even do, just a low level ship, but I don't think they're going to give away a T6. The announcement was released and then pulled. And again, thank you to Darth Dragonborn for posting that in the Discord. Exotic, how's it going? And yeah, I know there's a couple things I'm missing in chat today, and I do apologize. Okay, so I have this inquiry beam overload set up that I'll be running today. Yes, I know with the Omni stuff, the Protostar Omni is basically irrelevant now because you can't use it alongside other set Omnis. Because why would you use anything other than the Trilithium set Omni if you're on a phaser build? I think is the logic that most people are running into. Oh, there's an HSE going in Elites. Let me. Yeah, I'll join this HSE and the channels and see what happens. Moved my epic Protostar Omni to my shuttle. Yeah. The Protostar Omni still has a higher base damage despite being a set Omni. That's true. It does have that better damage, but you're losing the set bonuses that the Trilithium has. That firing cycle haste is huge. Cryptic saw the word free. Yeah. I just joined in the channels, Alan. I'm just in this beam overload build, so expect the performance to be quite bad. Because beam overload, yeah, beam overload. Beam overload is what people want. You go into the comments on videos, people are like, we don't want CSV, we want beam overload. giving people what they want. Scots, yeah. Yeah, can do that. Console in the first psi slot. That is the assimilated module. It's two-piece with the cutting beam. Yeah. Yeah, Mark the Chief, that's what I saw too when I was looking through Trinity, is that the like over an isomag does beat the trilithium two-piece. It's just what I had. I'm doing beam overload. I mean, I can go to CSV and, you know, do a lot more damage, but that's not what people want. Have I seen with the Protostar Vandy? No, I haven't. Gotcha. Gotcha, Zor. That makes sense.
Join us. Become one with us.
I think our tank died.
Your efforts are futile. Destroy this vessel, and I will own another.
Becky won? That was very rough there, but tank died at the start. Rip. All good. It happens. I was trying to do some solos of this last night with another build on this inquiry. Like I went in by myself the other day, perfectly fine, no issue. I go in last night. I'm trying to activate things. Nothing's like I'm hitting things and nothing's wanting to activate. Like, why? Why game? Just got 8 ISOs fitted to the Donnie and holy hell. Yeah, it's ISO mag just slam. Slang. all good, man. It happens. I'd say post both builds on your Discord, and then we all be happy. Wonder what would happen if I put a pull up for CSV or beam overload on builds. Yeah, that could be interesting. Becky, you happen to be around right now? Oh. No one minds CSV, it's just when every build is CSV, yeah. Slash stuck? That's terrible. It doesn't work half the time. It's easier to just beam up and beam back down. My issue with the Vesta class is that I think if I really wanted to push those ships, I would need to get the legendary one. And I just don't really have much, you know, I already have like all the consoles from the lower tiered versions, so it just feels like a waste of, you know, it feels like a waste of $80 to get a ship that I'm just really not going to use that much. Yeah, I mean, I like the design of it. It's just $80. Bit rough. Yeah, I hate these captain bundles because these level up tokens are damn near worthless. Okay, Becky, let me get these sent out to you. Okay, Vesta is Vesta. Terrible. Plasma Isomags. There we go. There's 6 Plasma Isomags. Now head over to the mail. There we go. Those Plasma Isomags have been sent out. I'm very sad to switch my side tune from the T6 Vesta to the Mirror Trailblazer. Yeah. The legendary Vesta could certainly have been better. Is Agony Redistributor still worthless? No, it's overperforming right now. I don't think that was ever like addressed. But on a high performing single target build or like a Torp build, which you know does single target and AoE, the Agony Redistributor can still slam. And on my Delkina CSV setup, I did run it during the record run. Is the Maelstrom First Strike bundle still worth getting? Yes, absolutely. What are my thoughts on the disco one? I don't really care about the legendary walker. If I want a command pilot platform, I would just use Lobi and grab a Kawavi. The Kawavi's a better ship for that. Um, oh, Black Friday is cheaper. Black Friday will probably just be your standard, like 35% sale for bundles, 50% on muds. But what'll be special is that it's all the sales combined at the same time. So the really nice thing too is going to be that there will be a Zen charge bonus during Black Friday. And there will be a brand new Muds bundle released, like in the days before the Black Friday sales start, or to coincide alongside the release. Rob, Kales and I traded. I'm sorry. Yep, Becky's already got the isomags in the mail. Driver, for general gameplay, it's a matter of what can you slot more of. That's really what it comes down to. What's in the Muds bundle? I have no idea. Like, legitimately, I have no idea. Like, not even memeing. It's too soon to know, leaks for that. I mean, the past couple years, the only way we found out about the new Muds bundle was because they accidentally thank you, Rob. They accidentally like posted the blog early. How do you know it's coming? Because Cryptic releases these things on a schedule. Most ship releases, you can go back and look at like a calendar for like the releases in the past few years, and you see that Cryptic follows a pretty static trend. Like, there's going to be a Muds bundle in November. They've done so for the last, what, 2-3 years? Rob, I don't have any more phaser ones right now, man. The thing is, they've waited so long for, if they were to put the DPRM into a Muds bundle, that there are quite a few builds that don't even use the DPRM anymore. Like, a lot of the DPS builds, right now, they don't even use that anymore. Will there be a Start Your Adventure sale with the Gamma recruit? Most likely. They've been doing that with every recruit event now for like throughout the entirety of this year, so that trend will probably continue. Well, Rob, you see, Cables and I, we had a really good deal. It's a good trade, the best trade. DPRM is just handy for bugging, yeah. Oh, absolutely. A lot of people still think of DPRM as as like one of the core parts of that you need to have on a build, even though the reality is, it's not necessary. We had a deal first. Well, Rob, you already know what deal I made with Cables, and I don't want to discuss that on stream. It was a good deal. The best deal. Yes, on the topic of isomags, let's do some content that can get us isomags. Which one of these? Do I want to reroll? I'm not going to do the Captain's Ground one. No name. I have nothing to do with him. I've got him blocked, so not much that I'll really say there. I'm going to keep doing my thing. He can do his thing. But I am not going to work with him. And I did, like, I blocked him, banned him from the Discords that I run. That includes the Builds Discord, the Casual Sap one, and I think the DPS one. So I'm just not going to have anything to do. Only 25 reroll tokens. Oh, that's McStud's decision. Yeah, he was also donating bits on Triz's stream, I think is what I heard from Rob or Nick the other day. Let's do some content now. I'm going to do public queue, Vault, Ensnared Elite. This is an isomag queue, so let's have at it. Terrible, Rob. But I always thought, I'm not going to say what I was about to say. I want to upset people. I have a pinned message in the general chat of my Discord. If you want to know my thoughts on that topic, it is all right there. What space set am I using? Disco, Warp Core and Shield, Comp Engines, and Colony Deflector. Yeah. Okay, Vault and Snared Elite. Let's see if this goes. Yeah, same. Horrible Rob. Rob wants to bait me into saying something, I can tell. Now to just wait for this queue to go. Did you win? Something clippable? Yeah, that's what Rob wants, is wants to get some clips. Triz too. Triz is always lurking in the background. Dangerous, thanks for stopping by.
We cannot remain in the battle. We must withdraw.
Trying to just shuffle around a little bit so I don't get killed. There's no shields here.
I do not want to leave the fight, but I have no choice. Good luck.
Shame I can't find. Did I turn my mic back on? Okay. Shame I can't find an armor that gives better kit perf because I'm buffed. I'm sitting around 515. Ground is not something I mess around with too much, so I can't really comment much there. I'd say for ground, you know, if you want to see if there's something better, maybe take a look in the builds Discord in the ground section. There's some pretty good ground players that hang around there. I think the one who was always in the background of DPS records and related to Strike, he's always there in the background. Yeah, Rob's around quite a bit. The team that I usually run with, like when we're doing records, you know, there's usually like Megla, McStud, Nick, Cables, Rob. We've been bringing Kane in a bit recently, but it's hard to do runs with how the map is bugged right now. Wait, there's a council? Why haven't I been granted the rank of master? Oh no. Jesus Christ, Voyager. What are you doing? Yeah. Yeah, I tried to do some the other day, but it was busted. I don't like these lighting issues here. Weird lighting patterns on the ship. Who won? The Isomag drawing already happened. Becky won that. The promo pack giveaway ends here in a minute. Such exciting gameplay. I mean, this is just what Cryptic wants.
It's worse than I thought.
We gotta wait now. You know, we waited 2 minutes to get to the point where we can have the cutscene for the dialogue interaction there. Really? Stuka, I put out like I scheduled the stream like days in advance. So yeah, for Vault, you just have to go around, chase the ones that have the yellow lines behind them, and just take them out as soon as possible. Oh crap, there's some stuck up here. Martin, how's it going? Darkfire, drop your @handle in the Discord and I'll get that promo pack mailed out to you after this TFO. And Alan, thank you again for donating it. You always get stuck somewhere in the map, yeah. Overshot a little bit there. Oh. Yeah, so the Maelstrom Torp, I mean, the Maelstrom still slams. I still use it on a regular basis. Alan, thanks for stopping by, man. And thank you again for the promo pack. Isomag Fleet Clark. Every time I use Beam Overload, do I feel part of the soul die? Yeah, pretty much. Malakowski, yeah. I remember when we were using that as a torp boat, and every time we had to pronounce it, it was like, oh no. Oh, did some new ones spawn in below? The issue with Beam Overload is that this is a game with a lot of AoE environments, and it is suboptimal compared to what like a Cannon Scatterfly build could do. The moment you decide that you want to use Beam Overload over Cannon Scatterfall, you're just immediately voluntarily cutting your damage output in half. Spencer sold his soul long ago. It's not wrong. What do I have to sell to get it so my corpse spread actually, you know, activates? Rapid fire is also in a really bad state. Kathy, thank you for the $5. Very much appreciated. I think I forgot to turn YouTube overlay back on. That I did. There we go. Ball is also in a bad state, yeah.
The Tholian wedge is collapsing.
Most
Excellent.
do firing
We'll
modes
all
are
be
not
secure, but we are not.
amazing right now.
Sensors show Tholian reinforcements approaching at high warp. Prepare for battle. The Tholian flagship is in the air. The Tholian flagship is defeated. Excellent work.
There we go. Drop everyone. Rob, terrible. Surgical Strikes 3, yeah. Surgical Strikes 3 is the best single target firing mode, but it's, you know, it's limited to just a couple ships. And not everyone likes it. I do think it's better than Beam Overload. I mean, mathematically, it certainly is. I don't know. If I'm gonna run energy weapons, I usually just do CSV and call it a day. Yeah. Not even a prophet can make STO skills activate reliably. Indeed. Okay, so Darkfire, you won. Let me get this mailed out to you here. Jeez, Ardian. Congrats and I hate you. Such harsh language. Okay. Get this from the mail. There you go. And again, thank you, Alan, for donating that for the giveaway. I do have some other stuff to give away here. Slang sent me some traits to give away here. So we have 2 go fast, a self-modulating shots on ground, punch it, and 1 impossible thing at a time. When the stream is over, I'm going to put these up. I guess I'll get them started now. So let's do /g create. Let's get these up here in slang. Thank you for sending me these. So there's 2 go fast. And this is PC only. Times go great. See. Me. Nope. We're gonna let this go for 2 hours. I'm not going to be streaming for 2 hours, but give you guys some time to enter in. So that is for the Go Fast traits. That's up in the giveaways channel on the Casual Sab Discord. Yeah, this will be on these will be on the Casual Sab Discord, and thank you again to Slang for sending these over. And let's do create. Let's see how many of you are paying attention here. Okay, 1 minute for this one. And there was punch it and 1 impossible thing. Oh no, I haven't looked at that stuff in a while. Let's get a couple over on the builds Discord too. Okay, giveaways. /G create. Leave this one up for 2 days. Do 5. And which trade-ins am I going to do here for this? Punch it. Wasn't paying attention until said, let's see how many of you are paying attention. Yeah, we're gonna do 5 punch hits. Sling's chipped one in there, and I'm gonna top that up to 5 here in the builds Discord just to get some activity over there. So that'll be up for 2 days, and back over for the last one here. We have one impossible thing at a time, and we'll do that here for. Let's do that one for a day. Wait, what's the name of it again? Impossible. One impossible thing at a time. Okay, that'll be up for a day. Holy Mike. Sable. That was for the ground. There you go. And again, Slang, thank you for sending them over. Okay, let's do another TFO here for Isomags, and I've been doing the space ones a lot recently, or the ground ones a lot, so let's do some space ones here. Next up, let's do the do Herald Sphere. Herald Sphere Elite Public Queue, let's go. I believe in our capability. Technically, yes. Well, actually, there is a couple different things. Number one, Romulans do still have the only, or they have access to the only bridge officers to really boost cloaking to its maximum potential. So if you're wanting to maximize cloak ambush, you can get infiltrators. You can get a normal infiltrator, a basic, and a superior, stack them together, and your cloak ambush can last 27.5 seconds. The only other the only non-Romulan characters that can get an infiltrator are Klingon recruits, and they can only get a superior one, so it's 15 seconds. So if you're wanting to actually take advantage of cloaking mechanics and push them to their maximum capability, Romulans are still the only faction in the game that can do that. And if you're on a Romulan, the actual Romulan faction SROs have been bugged for like a year, so I probably should have put a disclaimer in that video, but all of my Romulans are giving me like Romulan Superior Romulan Operative plus Romulan Operative, so instead of giving 2% crit chance per bridge officer, I'm actually getting like 3.5. I told Cryptic Dev about that last year when I was reporting it back in October of last year, and the response that I basically got was that it keeps happening so much that it may as well be a feature at this point. And a year later, it's still here, so yeah. Let's go. Robert, it's in the description down below. Right in the description, it's Discord.gg/STLBuilds. It should be right in the description of the stream. Just doing some space ones here, yep. Oh, for sure. Like, the cloaking stuff should be unlocked for all factions to be able to take advantage of, absolutely.
The Heralds are destroyed. Get to our gateway and enter the sphere.
Terrible stream. I know, David.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Stop the Herald forces before they reach the gateways. Gateway opening at 9 o'clock. Gateway opening at 11 o'clock. Gateway opening at 10 o'clock. Gateway opening at 3 o'clock. Gateway
It's
opening at
Ionic
9 o'clock.
screwing with me here.
Gateway opening at 6 o'clock. Gateway opening at 11 o'clock. Gateway opening at 12 o'clock. Gateway opening at 3 o'clock.
But what sucks here is when these Balkan Raiders and these ships get to 0%, they don't actually die right away. It takes a couple seconds. I don't know why, but it means that they can be at 0 and still get through the gateways.
Gateway opening at 4 o'clock. Gateway opening at 7 o'clock. at 8 o'clock. Gateway opening at 3 o'clock. We need to stop the Herald attack on Allied space. Get through that gateway.
I am behind on chat. I haven't even been looking at it. I'm sorry. Team overload sucks. Bring back CSV. We'd be done now. I know. Chili, this is what people want. Well, after Plasma, definitely Disruptor. Like, Disruptor's been the top dog for ages. I mean, Plasma beats it now, but, like, a lot of people default to Phasers, and Phasers have done a lot of good things, but Phasers have never been, like, in my opinion, like, the top do platform, or, like, top do flavor. Like, Spiral Waves are just so good. Spiral Waves get an extra modifier over other weapons, because that Spiral mod is actually 2 damage mods plus the Phaser proc. The Phaser proc doesn't matter, but the Spiral, you know, that damage buff does actually matter. I just got spiraled.
Take out their command vessel.
So, I mean, I've done, like, CSV with Spiral Waves. We did that in ISC earlier this year with the Delkina and the Maelstrom, and I did, like, 1-9. Like, it's... Like, other flavors of energy weapons can still perform well. It's just that the Plasma just really has that oomph to it with the trait.
Energy levels in the sphere are rising. Check it out.
Jellyfish. We did that the other night, actually. I did that with Mixed Stew and Nick. It didn't go well. We messed up. Hate that when you use the Cyclone console, it makes the Dreadnought and like all the ships turn.
We won't be able to destroy it.
I feel like my weapons were even firing there. There we go. Oh yes, 156 marks for that. Engineers are the best tanks. Well, I mean, as soon as you see someone say that, you pretty much know that they don't know what they're talking about. Can't bring yourself to side with the KDF when you make a Romulan? Terrible. I mean, that's up to you. If you want to swap your main over to a ROM, it's a heavy investment, and if you're not going for top of the table DPS records, it's very questionable if it's worth it. Engineers can tank fine. Like, I give a lot of trash talk about engineers, but like realistically, you can do the content that this game has perfectly fine on any class. And if you want to tank, engineers will work fine. But going out and saying that they're the best tanks, that's proven to be a very false statement. If you want to be a really good support tank, you're going to be on a science because the utility that they have, Subnuke is undeniably a very handy, support ability to have, especially in a map like Hive. And if you're looking to just go max threat gen with a tank, attack stuff for the extra damage, that's huge. Engineers are good on ground. Like they legitimately top the tails on ground quite often. Because the mines that they have allow for massive overkill. The same overkill that people hate in space for things like Torp runs and Infected or Thaleron, that same overkill is what makes engineers good on ground. If you didn't have that overkill in ground or on ground, engineers wouldn't really, they wouldn't be relevant to the DPS chasing that happens there. But given that the mines can do so much overkill damage to enemies, they are meta for some ground things. Destroy Zenkethi ships. How about no? Hetrion damage in space? Undine ships? Hold on, I gotta get these endeavors done. Beam overload. I know. Please tell me this character's in the right ship. Manage. Damn it. I like this ship. I should reset it up someday. The Gem Dread. They really need to do a legendary version of that. But what I wanted to go to is my bug ship. Because I've got some damage endeavors to do. Use Taxi for Hive. Yeah. Legendary bug ship rules, yeah. Time to taste the rainbow. Realistically, here's an honest take with all of you. Rainbow builds are actually not that bad. The reason that they get recommended against and there's such a negative mindset about them is because a lot of new players run rainbow setups and they don't know what they're doing. They're not running things to synchronize buffs with everything. And when someone's brand new and does that, their performance is terrible and they suffer because of it. But if you know what you're doing and you invest in like cannons consoles or beams consoles, you can make a rainbow setup perfectly fine. Like, when I was asking in Discord the other day, you know, what's like an off-meta thing you guys want to see? And people were like, rainbow. But the reality is that that's not really that far off meta as people think.
You have
Like, it's a
been
matter of
victorious. Looks like our fight's
just
out there to
literally
notice
getting
us.
beams or cannons consoles instead of like phaser, disruptor, plasma. It's like, it's not really that different.
Keep concentrating fire on individual ships. Separate them and whittle down their numbers.
Bug looks like it's in pain, yeah. Legendary Cardassian ship out. Oh, that'd be amazing. Science, the thing with science is their utility. So, like, I don't know what the... Okay, this character's in a... Oh, I was trying to get pictures the other day with this. Okay. So, on a science captain, your science abilities, you've got co-opt energy weapons. Let me just get them all on my tray. Co-opt, photonic fleet, scattering field, psi fleet, sensor scan, subnuke. Yeah, I think that's everything. Okay, so subnuke's the big one here. Subnuke, you use it against a target and it removes all buffs off the foe. It lowers their damage output and it screws with their ability cooldowns for 30 seconds. That's a huge thing to use against like the Queen or a Pickle and Hive, because you're wiping like the feedback pulse off of the enemy and your team is not going to all kill themselves when they shoot the Queen. Pretty impactful. Sensor scan, that's a debuff, an AoE debuff. You mark it on a foe and it does an AoE bubble around them and debuffs. That scales based on your Ox power. Psi fleet, that's a little bit less valuable, but that is some shield resistance and some other buffs there. Scattering field, that is a scaling damage buff based on your Ox power. So if I crank that Ox power up, you see the buff there. That's a buff that extends to yourself and any allies within 3 kilometers of you. So that's pretty impactful. It's also immunity to teleport and a resistance buff. Photonic fleet, you hit that, you summon in some photonic ships to fly around and fight with you. And then the newer one is co-opt. For 15 seconds to foes within 5 kilometers, energy damage is reduced by 100%, and energy weapon damage heals targets for 10% of the damage that they normally would have done. So, as a science captain, you know, if you're doing a psi tank, this is taking the energy damage that the enemies would have done and turning it into a heal. Pretty impactful. So, for like a tank character, like if I was building a tank and I was wanting to have a focus more on team support, science just blows engineer out of the water to me. Like, engineers get a power boost, a heal, some shield resistance. Like, this is impactful, you know, the science stuff. Maybe a theme build. I mean, I've done that before, but the theme builds, they're not that far off in most cases. Yeah, endgame stuff on console just is never going to have the same activity as it does on PC, unfortunately. Excelsior console fun, yeah. What support chips would I recommend? The Legendary Glen is still a very good support platform. The Suluban Silic does get you some use still. I personally like if you're doing a whale tier support, my favorite is still the Sona command science vessel with the Sona 3-piece. That's like the whale tier support because the thermolytic injector is a really powerful debuff. Yeah, this is the premium nanny. It's not perfect. It needs a lot of work to get it updated to modern standards, but the Sona 3-piece, the whale tier. Thermolytic injectors up to -75 all DR debuff to anything within 10 kilometers. Would you use no with tank build? You typically go beams. You go fall. I should have ordered they had a model of this ship on Master Replicas for $25. I should have grabbed it when I ordered the XLD yesterday. It is a neat looking ship. I wish the Sona Collector was a better ship. Yeah, Fa is still really great for threat generation. Yeah. People have done CSV tanks before, but they're never as good, in my opinion, as like a Fa. I don't even remember what the hell this build is, but yeah, this has a build on it apparently. Or it's just being used for gear storage is what it looks like. Yeah, this looks like it's just gear storage. But yeah, the Sona Collector I always thought was a really neat looking ship, and the fact that well, let me show you real quick. The injector or the not even the injector, the collector just has natively like this built-in transformation mode. The ideal Fa extension method on a Fa tank is still ETM, which unfortunately means that using Maelstrom on a a nice heavy tank is not as viable. Yeah, the Kawavi is what we generally use as our tanks in most supported runs right now because it can do Cold Hearted without needing to use Oxtabat. So this build, or this ship has something called the Deploy Consumption Array. When this is active, it does have some neat little buffs on it. But this ship, let me get into some better light here. It does have this transformation mode where it will put out those collectors on the side. But when this mode is active, the ship is very bad turn rate wise. It goes to turn rate of 4, but it does have some interesting effects on it. KDF ROM, you can go Fed ROM. I personally prefer the KDF side. Most of my characters are on the KDF side, and that's where most of my like duty officer assets are. But yeah, it's got this nice mode, and it'll close back up too. Like they did a really good job with that. The thing is too, like with promo ships, they used to have like some really unique effects to them, and a lot of the newer promos have not been as unique in my opinion. Like I just wish that this ship had better stats. Like honestly, I don't think anyone that has this ship would be sad if this ensign temporal was removed and the commander psi was converted to temporal. I think people would very much prefer that. That would make this ship much better, and I wish that they would just go through and do that. I would go buy the Muds bundle that has this in it if they did that. That's a neat effect. KDF side is less played. It's what I prefer to play on though. But like, imagine this is like even like as a tank platform with its special mode here. Yes, it's pro. It's an old. It's the issue is it's an older promo. So it has a lieutenant commander intel and an ensign temporal. They seriously need to go back through and like buff up some of these older promo ships. Or give us like a new version of it. Ideally, they would just, change the old one and increase the value of it. I mean, seriously, I don't think anyone would be upset if the ship was changed to have a commander temporal instead of an ensign temporal. Yeah, this would be nice if they would be willing to go back through and buff things up. That's such a neat visual there. I always liked this ship, but the fact that it has such weak stats in the current state is just, yeah. Nadarian, that's not really progressed at all, Axel. Yeah, the Sona ships all have a really nice bridge. There's other videos that I'm working on right now instead, like this video that I don't even know what day this is going to be done. Relax on your Lion King throne. They would never do a legendary Sona bundle though, because it just wouldn't have enough sales. The reason that they have every bundle that they release, the reason every bundle they release has a Federation ship in it is because that's what sells. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what people want. I would love to have more Klingon ships, more Romulan, more Jem'Hadar, but clearly their metrics are telling them that the only things selling are Fed ships. But yeah, this is a nice bridge. Nice little. But this is from back when they actually made like custom bridges for ships, and now they just don't do that stuff anymore. I really like the Talaru. The Talaru interior is still like one of the top to me. Let me swap to that quick. Legendary Romulan, that's true. I think with the Romulan one, they knew that those two ships specifically, like that those would sell. Like the Dederidex and the Scimitar, that's going to sell. See, as a Romulan KDF, I still get to access the best faction headquarters, which is New Rom Command. Okay, where is that big Romy ship here? Don't have it? Hold on. Is it in dry dock? Oh, here it is right in front of me. This bridge I always like. This is like a Star Wars bridge here. Yeah, the Kronos map still is not that wonderful. This is the Kelvin Talaru interior. This is a very dark interior, but it's like it reminded me of like a Star Wars, like one of those dark bridges that they have there. Like everyone's at their consoles. This is from the JJ era, so you've got some nice lighting effects there. But it's just, in general, it's a very dark interior, but it looks really cool. I really, really do like this interior. Lens flare adds DPS, yeah. Too dark for your liking? Yeah, it is a bit of a darker interior. I don't know, the Kelvin ships, they just really had good interiors. The D4X one also is really cool. It's small, but it's, you know, it's neat details on it. I wish I could take the bridge off of this ship and use it on any other Klingon ship, but the reason you can't is because you actually can see like the other parts of the ship out the window, so it just would not fit as a bridge used on other ships. But it's a neat looking bridge. And I think the Kelvin Connie and the Vengeance ones you guys have probably seen, so. But yeah, there was some really neat bridges back in the day, but unfortunately it does not make financial sense for Cryptic to do them anymore. Yeah, the sticks use the crossfield bridge, yeah. Picard S3 is when they turned on the lights. Yeah, that's true. Both bridge is good as well. Please switch to the OP CSV build? Okay. Fine, I'll do what you want. Make bridges great again. Make fog great again. OP drain build? I might set up a drain build at some point, but I just am not interested in that right at this very moment. So on the topic of T6X tokens, remember, don't buy them from the C store, buy them from the Phoenix packs. Like, if I go and I open... Well, let's do... Yeah, let's do 360. How long is this going to take to sell? The board askew bridge. Okay, I'm going to buy some Phoenix packs. This is how you get to your T6X tokens cheap. You buy Phoenix packs, you wait for a Phoenix event, and you convert the ultra rares into the X upgrades. So where the hell did those go? Here they are. But for like it's on average, when you're opening like 20-30 bucks worth of Phoenix packs, you can get the T6X upgrades basically for $1 or $2 a piece. So every 5 of these ultra rares can be converted over to a T6X token during a Phoenix event. Every 20 very rares, and then every 100 rares. But the rares I usually keep for upgrades. Axel, thanks for stopping by. But yeah, I mean, the X upgrades are undoubtedly still, pretty expensive without a doubt. But if you're going through and, getting these the Phoenix tokens, that is a route to getting those T6X upgrades quite cheap. For me, I'm waiting. I've got 191 of these ultra rares now. Okay. But I really need another Phoenix event to pop up. I know I have... It's YouTube's starting to automatically run them during streams. I did not see the thing pop up, but there's a thing I can hit to skip them. But I have to be paying enough attention to hit it. I'm sorry. Epic token today. Yeah, that's my issue is I have... If I go back to the bank here, I have 10 epic tokens, but I have all the ships. Cryptic needs to add in something for those of us that have all of the older event ships, or all of them that we want, There needs to be something else in there for us to use those on. Open 200 R&D boxes. You want me to use my Zen, my precious Zen, to buy Infinity Promotion R&D packs, Kane? I refuse to convert an epic down to an ultra rare. I refuse. No, Kane, I can't do that. I need I need the Zen for the legendary Miranda. Because I need the damn trait from it for solo hive runs. Okay. Let's do a Cure Found Elite public queue. Cure Found Elite public queue. Osiris, how's it going? I do like to gamble, but to be perfectly clear, when I gamble in STO, I do not like to use real world funds. I use just the in-game assets that I have. I sell them, and I use those in-game assets to gamble. Theo, there is no sale for the Phoenix prize packs. Rather, they run events where there's additional things you can get from the packs. The legendary Miranda has a trait on it that gives like a 100% shield pen or something. Over time. We got those ships taken care of. Good.
Hull integrity below 50%.
There we go. There's your CSV. There's your CSV. Voyager, you happy? Yeah, as long as you're in combat. So, Chris, my thought was it with that trait was for solo hive, that would be beneficial to the stuff I'm trying to do in there. Not necessary, but yeah. That's a really niche situation. Need more trait slots already? Uh, Stuka doesn't really matter. Alien if you want more trait slots. Romulan if you want to have SROs. Doesn't really matter. I don't gamble, I buy Lobi. On the topic of Lobi, I wish we had something to use. Like some new Lobi items or a Lobi bundle. I have a lot of assets tied into Lobi right now, and it's starting to get a little bit annoying. Right now I am at, let's see here, 28,539 Lobi. I need something in the Lobi store that isn't the old stuff that's been in there for years. CSVOP, please nerf. Chateau, there's still some giveaways going on. The legendary Miranda trait is one big happy fleet. It's not as good as the other traits out there. It's more of it's a very niche situation where I'm looking to use it, which is solo hive onslaught elites with a do build. Let's see, how did I do for advanced components today? 0 out of the first 2. There's an isomag. Both isomag queues gave me a part, but the other TFOs did not. Terrible. CSV is more of a skill-based firing mode, which is part of the reason that it's also not the most popular. People don't like the idea of needing to keep your ship pointed at the target at all times. People want to do like figure eights around targets. You know, they want to circle the target with beams and look like what they saw in the shows. And there's also the skill element with it, where in order to really get a lot out of cannon scatter volley, you do need to fly in a way that people don't like. But a lot of the performance is also skill based, like I said, where the better you are as a pilot with being able to move to the next target and keep your guns pointed at the target, the better the performance is going to be. And for someone getting into the game, it's not always that easy. Terrible, Kane. The best way to buy EC, by the way, right now is through the promo packs that are currently in the store. If you're looking to buy EC, don't go the key route. Go with these promo packs. I'd personally probably just go with the R&D ones. You get the 4-pack for $640. Toss them up on the exchange for like 28 to 30 mil per, or wait until they're back above 30. And for $6, you're getting over 100 mil. I need to get my last endeavor done here. I'm going to go get my endeavor done, but I am going to have to cut things short here pretty soon. I've got food that is getting cold here, so I'm going to be bailing out here after I get this endeavor done and eating. The California class ships are good now with isomags. That they are still just beamboats, so they do have the same issues that any other beamboat has, but they are much better now with the isomag meta than they were half a year ago. In fact, I want to get a California class here eventually. I do have a Parliament on a different character, but I do not have the California yet. I'll get one once there's a good sale and I'm able to liquidate some assets. No, my Zen is legitimately going to be saved for a bundle. But the next time I put money into the game after... Well, I'm probably just not going to put money into the game again until, like, Black Friday. If the new Muds bundle is good, I'll probably grab it, but... What are the chances the Gore and Hunter trait console will get nerfed? I haven't heard anything about that. And if they went in and nerfed that, it just wouldn't make sense. Like, they would be getting a lot of flack for doing that. Like, it's something that makes Plasma competitive. And I think what people need to realize, too, is that Phaser and Disruptor are still the better choice in lower difficulty content. The Plasma stuff is only, you know, really good in areas where things live long enough for the trait to be able to stack up on them. Oh no, Gunhead. Okay, I am going to end things here, though. Again, there's some giveaways going on the Discords. So the Casual Sab one and the Builds Discord both have giveaways. And they're going to be running... There's a couple that are running for a few hours. There's a couple running for a couple days. So just go to the giveaways channels in both those Discords. Hit the blue button under the giveaways you want to enter into. Hit that blue button and you'll be entered to win. Okay, thank you all for tuning in. I'll probably have another news video out here this weekend to recap the things I talked about at the beginning of the stream. The sales going on right now, the Halloween event, and the upcoming free Miranda skin and probably Admiralty card we're going to be getting. So that's going to be it. I will see you guys around. Take care.